Hey, what's up, guys? B-Train here. Alright, so today I actually want to do a tactical RPG tier list. I actually just recorded the Fire Emblem tier list and I had a lot of fun, so we're gonna do tactical RPGs. I played a good amount of other tactical RPGs, but I gotta be honest, there is a lot out there that I did not play that I want to eventually play. So I think this will be a very fun way for me to go through some of the games. So with the tier list here is we have inspirational. So these are the games I really liked that inspired me to become a game developer and all that stuff. Great tier, mediocre. Mediocre just means average. And then not for me. So I tend to not really hate on SRPG games like that. If it's just not for me, it's not for me, you know? It might be for somebody else, but it's just not for me. And then haven't played or only played a bit. There's a lot of games that I only played a little bit of. And only played a bit is referring to maybe I play 1 to 3 hours or so. If I played more than that, but I didn't finish it, I might still put it on this tier list if I have if I felt like I played enough. If I only played a bit, then I'll mention it for you guys. All right, let's get started. This looks like Super Robot Wars. I have not played any of those games. I did not play Arc the Lad. I'm not really sure what these games are, so if I don't know them, time to put it away. Bahamut Lagoon. I did play this game a little bit. I liked it a lot. I didn't play too much of it, but I did like the combat mechanics a lot. I think for a Super Nintendo game, it was really cool. It had so it's like a SRPG grid, but it had turn-based combat, kind of like a Final Fantasy game. And a game similar to that is Devil Survivor. And I really like that. But like I said, I didn't get too far. And if I don't get too far, it's kind of hard for me to put Great and above. I plan on coming back to this game eventually. But this looks like a really cool game that I really want to get into someday. All right. The Banner Saga Trilogy. So I played the first game when it came out. And I thought that was a great game. There's decisions that matter. Very sombering, sad setting. I thought the combat mechanic was pretty good. The ending hits pretty hard too. I really like the ending in that game too. But yeah, unfortunately, after I beat it, I never really got around to playing 2 and 3, and I really should, because I really liked the first game. I plan on playing it eventually, but man, I just keep saying that. I just never get to it. I have a really big backlog. But I'm just letting you guys know, I really love the first game. Okay, I know there's one on the PSP, I forgot the name of it. I remember playing Spectral Force. Was it Spectral Force or Soul? It was one of those. But I had fun with it as a kid, but I didn't play enough of it for me to really give a concrete opinion. Did not play Blue Dragon. I played Brigadin a little bit, but I don't think I played enough for me to really rank it either. Call of Cthulhu, did not play that. Chaos War, no. Let me put this down a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Chroma Squad. I watched a playthrough of this. It looks pretty fun. I like the Power Ranger meet tactical RPG aspect of it, but I didn't play it, so I can't really say. All right, we're going to the Disgaea series. I did play the Disgaea series, so this will be fun to talk about. Disgaea 1 is great. I love Disgaea 1. I think the writing is funny. When it wants to have a sad moment, it hits pretty hard. Big fan of that. Laharl is just super funny. I love Etna. I love Flan. It was one of the first games I've played in the series, so I really liked some of the things they did. I like the item world. I like the court law system. I forgot what they called it in the game, but I really like making new rules for the game. I thought that was so fun. It did so many interesting things in the SRPG genre that I think was really fun. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, but when it does, I do think it was a very emotional moment, and I like that a lot. Definitely in great tier. Yeah, I think that's really all I got to say about that one. Disgaea 2 is the first Disgaea game I played, and I actually put it in S tier, inspirational tier. So this, like I said, it's my first one. I like the characters more. I thought the story was a little more serious, but like wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't like super serious or anything like that. Like it had funny, like wacky moments. I like Adele a lot. I like Rosalina a lot. Like I think it was more like a JRPG type of experience where like the characters are like older, like they're less chibified and like they're slightly more serious. When it has serious moments, like I thought it hit pretty hard as well. I thought the gameplay was more refined than the first game, and that's why I put it in the S tier. Disgaea 3, I did not finish Disgaea 3. I didn't really like the mechanics. They did like some weird things with it that I just didn't really like, and like I didn't like the characters as much. It was like a wacky scientist, not for me. Disgaea 4, I finished this one and I love Disgaea 4. That's also an inspirational tier. Do I like it more than 2? I think I like 4 more than 2. The main character, he likes sardines. I like sardines. You know, I think that's kind of a shallow reason to like a game. But like, I really like the main character a lot. Like, I think he's the best Disgaea main character around. I have a hard time pronouncing his name, so I'm not gonna do that right now. I think the vampire thing was like really fun. Like the story had a lot of really good moments. The gameplay, probably the funnest I had in the whole series. And yeah, like this, most of the Disgaea game play very similarly mechanically. They add some like small things, but it's really like the character and the story that makes me like the games a lot. 5, I did not play. I plan on playing 5 someday, but I just haven't gotten around to it. All right, let's get through some of these. Drone Tactics. I played some of Eternal Poison, but I don't think I played enough for me to really rank it. I had fun with it though, but that's pretty much all I can really say about it. Fallout Tactics, did not play. I did not play Tactics A2. I watched my friend play it, but I personally didn't play it. Okay, Tactics Advance. I think Tactics Advance is a very fun game, but it just was lacking a lot of things I liked about the original Final Fantasy Tactics. It's a very like more cutesy, fun experience. It doesn't have Matsuno working on the game. Because of that, I'll put it in top of mediocre. It's a fun game. It just wasn't really for me. I think for a Game Boy Advance tactical RPG game, though, it's like it does hold up very well. It just, there's not really enough things for me to want to come back and replay it, you know? Okay, Final Fantasy Tactics. This might be a hot take. I don't know. I think Tactics story is very good. One of the best, like in the whole genre. I love the story a lot. I like the way that Matsuno. So Matsuno used to be like a news reporter, and like the way he wrote the story and like the lore and everything, it's set up in a way that's very newsletter focused, and like the way they introduce and end the story is like, it feels like you're reading a history book, right? But you get to read what truly happened in that history book. I like that a lot, and I really like how he used his work experience as a news reporter, like showcase that. The character's very well written. I love reading like the development history behind it. I love reading about Ramza and Delita and all that stuff. I loved it. Gameplay, I think it's good. My issues with the gameplay is that I think how should I word this? I don't like how you get to create all these characters, but all of like the named characters in the story is just better, and you only have 4 slots. So like, I thought the custom character was kind of a waste of time. I think the gameplay is fun. One thing I want to let you guys know is I'm not the biggest isometric tactical RPG fan. I like it and I'm willing to play it, but I wouldn't say that's like my favorite. I don't really like the back, like attacking from the back and stuff like that. I know like all like isometric tactical RPG be doing that. I'm not huge on that. So because of that, I can't quite put an inspirational tier. Well, I don't know. I think it is better than Disgaea 2 now that I think about it more. I think Tactics is good. Like it's a really fun game, and like the story is very hard to compete against it. So I'll put an inspirational tier. I don't know. I kind of talked my way up for some reason. I think the story is as good as everyone says. I think the gameplay is a little overrated from what people say. That's just me though. All right, let's go for the tier list. So I did not play the 12. I actually didn't even play the original 12, so I wouldn't play the spin-off version. Okay, so I have a Fire Emblem tier list already, so I don't want to talk about it too much. So I'm going to put Path of Radiance like on great. Radiant Dawn is inspirational. Shadow Dragon is great. I forgot which one are above the other, but like they're like around the same. Binding Blade is mediocre. Sacred Stone is inspirational. Thracia is like the best game ever. Awakening is mediocre. Echoes not for me. Birthright not for me. Conquest is great. Great. Revelation is like top of not for me. Whoops. And Fire Emblem 7 is like on the mediocre tier. So I just want to put this on here just to kind of like compare it to the other SRPGs I've played. But I have a Fire Emblem tier list where I go more in depth about it. All right, Front Mission. I played the first one. Which one's the first one? That one. So I played the remake of the first one. I did not play the other ones yet. No, it's... okay, I hope you guys can see that. I think this is probably better. Okay, so I played Front Mission 1. I liked it a lot. I think I will put it at top of mediocre. You know what? I think bottom of great. I really like the mecha building mechanic. I'm not really like a big mecha guy. Like I'm not really a big car guy either or anything like that. But I thought building a mecha was fun. I thought the story was pretty interesting. You have to play like multiple different story perspective. I only did one playthrough, so I didn't actually play the second perspective. But yeah, like I really like the combat. Like I think the combat was really fun. My issue with the combat was that there was no combat forecasting, so I did kind of felt like I just threw my unit in there and hope for the best. So like I don't really like it when my tactical RPG don't have that, but outside of that, it was a really fun game. Gladius did not play. I played a bit of God Wars, but I don't really play it enough for me to form an opinion, so can't say that. Don't know what that is. I can't tell what that is. Is that Grand Kingdom? I didn't play Grand Kingdom, so that's fine. I really want to play the Girl Lancer series. I plan on playing the Girl Lancer series like in its entirety one day. Kind of like how I played the Disgaea and the Fire Emblem series. Girl Lancer is very high on my to-do list, but I haven't played many of them. However, I did play 4, the Wayfarer of Time. I did not finish it though. I got really busy with life when it came out, and I really wanted to play this game. Because of that, I really liked it. I want to put it in great tier, but I say it's probably top of mediocre for now because I just didn't finish it. They have multiple endings. The story is very serious. I like the art. The combat mechanic's fun. Like I just can't put it in great tier because I haven't finished it, you know. But like I think if I did, it probably would be here somewhere. But I really need to go and play these games. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm using Opera and there's no like wheel to like slowly move it up, so the inspiration is kind of just cut off at the top there. Did not play that. Did not play that. Did not play that. I watched a playthrough of John Dark, but I didn't I played it like a few hours, and I didn't finish it. I really should though. Should I rank it? Okay, I think I need to put something on here. I put it like top of mediocre. I do want to go back and play this game someday, but I just didn't finish it. I thought it was fun. I like the actual history behind John Dark. But I don't know, there was just something lacking, just a little something that didn't really make me want to finish it. I do want to go back and replay it someday though. Nights in Darkness, I tried it out. I did not finish it though. Lapus Cell Tactics, did not finish that. Langrisser 2. Oh man, this game was... I put it here. So Langrisser 2, I really like how they handle branching paths in SRPGs. I think that's a super underrated like story mechanic in SRPGs. Langrisser 2 was a really fun game. I say the gameplay, like the combat, it's not really for me, but like I give it a pass. But like what they would do is you would have to either escape in time or don't escape in time, or you defeat this boss or defeat the other boss. And like when you do stuff like that, you change your route. So there's actually multiple endings in the game. And I really like how they use visual novel branching paths in a gameplay perspective. I think that's awesome. That's really all I gotta say about that. I think, yeah, I'd say 2 is a really good game. I wouldn't say the combat mechanic is for me, but man, like I just love that visual novel mechanic. I think more games need to do that. And I do want to play the Langrisser series as well. I basically want to play all of Careersoft's SRPG someday, but I have not played this. This is only in Japanese. A lot of these are only in Japanese. Lost Dimension I did not play. Luminous Arc 1 I did play. This is 2. Yeah, this is... Uh-oh. Okay, so I think I have too many here, so... We're gonna stop putting on haven't played for now. So, Luminous Arc 1. This is great. I thought it was a really fun game. Story's cute, you know, gameplay's cute. I wouldn't say it did anything like I was crazy about, but I enjoyed my experience. Majin Tensei 1. I think this game is pretty underrated. I really like the setting. I thought the graphic was good. The music is amazing. Like, out of the Megami Tensei games, like the music is fucking a banger in this game. I really like this one. But man, there was a lot of like, there was too many chapters. There was like 40 plus chapters. A little ridiculous. I think I will put it in mediocre tier. But I think a lot of people kind of like crap on the first one. I thought it was a fun game. I thought it was worth playing. Most people seem to like 2 more, but I haven't played 2 yet. But unfortunately, let me delete this row for now. Okay, yeah, they put it at the bottom. Okay, cool. So let's not do the not for me and didn't play for now. If I go past it though, I'll mention it. Did not play. Majin Tensei did not play. Makai Kingdom I played a little bit, but I wouldn't really count that. Did not play. Phantom Brave I played a good amount. I put it in mediocre somewhere. I had fun with it. I really liked the way they handled the Phantom mechanic. I thought it was fun, but it wasn't really quite enough for me to finish the game. So I'll put it in mediocre. I actually know a lot of people who play Pokemon Conquest. I didn't play it. I'm not a huge Pokemon guy. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Record of Ogre's War. This is the first one, right? I only played the first one. I think the child mechanic is really fun. I think the character art is good. But the gameplay was okay. I'll put it in mediocre. I did finish this game. I had fun with it, but there were some things holding it back, so I wouldn't put it like top of my list. Recommend to people. I heard 2 was better, but I didn't play it, unfortunately. Let's see here. I did not play. Oh, Devil Survivor. Okay. Devil Survivor 1 is inspirational tier. I probably put it here somewhere. I love the setting. Like, I love the feeling of surviving in Tokyo and like a lockdown Tokyo and stuff like that. I love the characters. Fun little thing though. When I originally played it as a teenager, I love the gameplay. I love how it's a grid-based map with like turn-based combat, like Final Fantasy or SMT games and stuff. What I replayed it recently, and like I think the objective is kind of bullshit. Like I don't know, like it's kind of one of those things where like I replayed the game and I actually did not have as much fun with the gameplay, but I still love the story. But as a teenager, I loved it. But maybe my standard changed over time because I played a lot more SRPGs after Devil Survivor. So I think I'll put it in inspirational still because of the impact it had on me. But I will have to mention that I don't really like the gameplay as much anymore. 2 is the same issue. I did not like the gameplay. The story is also worse, so I'm gonna put it in great tier somewhere. 2 is a fun game. I'm just not really into the whole aliens thing. Not really for me, but it's a fun game. Ooh, Shining Force. I love Shining Force. Okay, Shining Force 1. I'm gonna put it like great. It's a really fun game. Probably here. Shining Force 1 holds up really well. I think if I was to compare Shining Force 1 to like Fire Emblem 3, because they're like around the same era, I put them like around the same tier. Shining Force is a really fun game. I like the walking around and like the recruiting and stuff like that. It feels very JRPG-y. I think the characters are fun. Some of the level design is really interesting. Fire Emblem combat mechanics and like the combat animation stuff is more fun though. But Shining Force 1, definitely worth the play. I love Shining Force 1. Shining Force 2, I did not beat, but I played a good amount. I played like half of the game. Because I played half of the game, I feel like I can rank it in great. I just didn't finish it personally. So I'll probably put it bottom of great. Shining Force 2 is pretty fun. Same thing as 1. I just didn't like the characters as much as 1. But the combat mechanic and the level design is like very similar, so I'll put it at the bottom of great. Alright, let's see here. I put a little bit of Soul Nomad and Spectral Force, but I didn't play enough for me to really say I can play it. Stella Deuce, I watched a playthrough, like a whole playthrough of, so I can't really say I played it, so I won't rank it. But if I was to say what I think about it, I'd probably put it like top of mediocre or like great. Suikoden Tactics I really want to play. I like Suikoden a lot. I actually am playing through the whole series right now. But just haven't gotten around to this one. Summon Night 5 was the one I played a little bit of. The rest of these were like in Japanese only, so I didn't get to play them. I played a little bit of 5. It was okay. Not enough for me to rank. Did not play Super Robot Wars. All right. Tactics Ogre. So, I love Tactics Ogre. And unlike Final Fantasy Tactics, I actually like the gameplay in Tactics Ogre more. So because of that, I'm putting it like next to Thracia. I think Tactics Ogre story was more for me. I thought it was a really gritty game. I really like the politicalness of Tactics Ogre. Final Fantasy Tactics felt more like an issue between like two friends, and like church is bad. And you know, like I think church is bad is kind of an overdone trope. But you know, not to discredit Tactics or anything like that. I love Tactics, but Tactics Ogre, like the multiple endings you get to choose, doing law, neutral, and chaos. Neutral ending sucked. But I thought I liked that we got 3 endings and we get to choose our decision. The decision matter. Something about the gameplay of Tactics Ogre I just like more. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because there's more units in it. I'm not really sure. Because Tactics had 4 units and Tactics Ogre, I forgot how many units you get. I think it was like 6 and up. Just for reference, I played the PSP version. I don't think the PSP version is on this tier list. I really want to put the remake, Reborn. But yeah, like I love Tactics Ogre. This is one of my favorite isometric tactical RPG games. All right, I did not play the Game Boy Advance game. I really should though. I heard a lot of good things about Treasure Hunter. Not really for me, but I might play it someday. So I played the original Valkyria Chronicles. Oh, I think it's this one. So I played the original Valkyria Chronicles. I think it's great. I think it is probably here, around Path of Radiance. I had a lot of fun. I think the combat mechanic's good. I think the writing's good. Character is fun. Base mechanic's fun. I just think overall it was a good, fun experience. But it just didn't quite did anything that made me like inspired, you know? So I'm going to put that on 1 at great tier. But I haven't played the rest of the series. So maybe it gets better after that. Not really sure. Let's see here. Vandal Hearts I played a little bit of. I can't really rank it though. I played XCOM. This is the first one, right? Yeah, so I played XCOM 1, Enemy Within. I really liked it. I wouldn't say it's inspirational, but I thought it was just a really fun game. It's like Fire Emblem, but with aliens. I'm not a big alien fan, but I'll put it in great tier. I think the base building and like the way you have to build your base and then fight off against the aliens with your allies and just permadeath and stuff, super fun. Oh, sorry, that's my phone. It's super fun. I'll put that in great tier. And then we have Yggdra Union. I didn't finish it, but I got pretty far. I think Yggdra Union is one of the really fun Game Boy Advance games, but it just doesn't really quite hold up to like the Fire Emblem games. So it might be on mediocre, but I think it is worth a play just to see kind of like what you can do in an SRPG during the Game Boy Advance era. Because they're like Game Boy Advance games are like small games. And I think Yggdra Union is worth the play just to see kind of like the weird differences of it. It's very like rock, paper, scissors, but there's also like formation. Like if you set like male units in like a cross shape, then they could do follow-up attacks. And then if you have a female, then they do like a plus sign and like they do follow-up attacks. It's really interesting. And I haven't seen many games do anything like it. So I think it's worth to play for if you're into the genre. But, you know, story and everything, pretty straightforward. I also like the art. I thought it was very like endearing. I think that's it in this tier list. Yeah, these are the don't play. So there's some games that I wanted to put in here, but it's not on here. And those are the recent tactical RPG. I'd say Triangle Strategy. Triangle Strategy is actually my number 1. Like, I love Triangle Strategy, even more than Thracia 776. It's my favorite SRPG of all time. It's like Tactics Ogre with like the 3 routes, but like on steroids. Like, I love the decision making. It's my favorite isometric tactical RPG by far. I love the character roster. Like, all of the characters feel very different in Triangle Strategy. Like, my issue with a lot of tactical RPG is like a lot of the characters feel like copy pasted. Triangle Strategy doesn't feel like that. Everybody feels like their own character. The difficulty balancing was like perfect. I love the difficulty balancing in Triangle Strategy. The characters, amazing. Story, the best. The level design, it's really good. Like, a lot of the level design is really good in Triangle Strategy. Like, I feel like I remember a good amount of them. Like, and I haven't played it in a while. Oh man, it's just I could gush over Triangle Strategy all day, but that is my number 1. Unfortunately, this tier list doesn't have it. The next one is Unicorn Overlord. I think Unicorn Overlord is really good. I think the story is bland, but like I thought for what it was doing, it was fine. I think the gameplay and like team building is super fun. The graphic was amazing. The music was great. Like, it was just such a fun, polished experience. I would put an inspirational tier. I probably put it around where Disgaea 2 and Tactics is. I'd probably put like in between, somewhere around here. And like, those 2 games came out recently, so this tier list just doesn't have it, unfortunately. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I played a pretty good amount of tactical RPG. And like, I feel like I know the genre pretty well, but man, just look at how many tactical RPG I didn't play, you know? And like, I'm still trying to get through like this backlog of games. someday. But yeah, man, there's just so many games I gotta play, you know? All right, I'm just rambling now. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like and comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.